Hello and welcome to Liiv Sandbox versus T1. Today we are facing a third place. In a couple of days we're facing Down Gear, the fourth place. It will be a very tough last week before the playoffs, before we're fighting for a summer title and a place at Worlds. So now meeting Liiv Sandbox going to be very tough. We dropped a few games here and there against Nongshim of all teams. And yeah, the matchup in the bot lane, Prince versus Gumayusi, is going to be the focus of today. Can Gumayusi step it up a bit, or let's see what's going to happen here. Ooh, let's see. So, Liiv Sandbox is looking like they want to get their cake and eat it, engaging topside. But Faker scoops them up. First blood still given over. Zeri is there though, while Prince is in the bot lane. So let's see, Gumayusi has to make this work, otherwise we're losing so much. And Oh, come on! Oh, okay, T1 moves in here into the Rift Herald area, but no vision really. And let's see, Oner, is he going to go for the steal? So much CC onto our front line. Gumayusi though is able to relatively free fire, 1-for-1 so far. But oh shoot! Oh my god, the scoop though! Shit, it doesn't save him. Oh my god, Clozer really wrecked us there. Fuck. Liiv Sandbox is smoothing our ass up. What does that even mean? We're getting shit on. Fuck. This Pantheon pick, not there yet. The gold lead is not massive due to now T1 picking up plates and farms across the map after Liiv Sandbox had a few blunders there in terms of their macro. What are we going to do? Engaging onto the Gragas? Like, how is that going to work for us? Look at this! What? Why is Croco not... What? Was Croco in ult animation? I don't know. But yo! Like, what are we doing? Like, this Pantheon is not working out. Like, a Pantheon with damage items is getting wrecked by this Bruiser Vi. Okay, that's fun. Croco is sending it a bit for us, but like, they can do this shit. It's 17 minutes now, and Croco can try to dive Faker our under inner turret. We have that little control over the map. Remember, Oner now nearing rank 2 on his ult. He still has not used it once. The question is also, now thinking about it a bit more, what lane are we even using this Pantheon for? Like, what lane is he really going for? Our bot lane is the more defensive one, right? Mid lane, not really the one making plays. Sure, it's possible if Clozer is like really bad or fucks up. And then top lane, there's also not really much to gain. Like, this Pantheon pick feels really weird. Like, okay, so next Drake comes up. Zeus being attacked here, and not all of T1 is there. Ult misses as well. Gumayusi in no position to do any damage. Faker are not with items that do any damage. Carrier also the lump to the slaughters. Flashes come in. Faker looks like he might be picked up again. Nope. Oh my, like, T1 is an absolute shambles. What are we witnessing here? Like, Liiv Sandbox, they're using their tools absolutely great. They have good pick tools, good like chase or engage tools, right? The movement speed to follow up on the engages from players like Croco, from players like Cal. But T1, like, this is public knowledge, right? We press tab, we see enemy champions, we know that. They're still positioning so disrespectful. Like, if Zeus is contesting vision, right? Then, like, look at this again. Like, Zeus is contesting mid push here. And like, look at this. Like, what? Like, Guma and Oner aren't even on the same screen. Faker and Carrier are his backup. Carrier is really resource starved at this point. Not providing anything. And even if he adds 1 or 2 more shields, right? Then what? Faker has no damage to protect or no damage to threaten afterwards. It's just so wild what they're doing. Like, it's so disrespectful. Or silly, I don't know. Carrier now on Enchanters is enchanting Guma, who is not really up to par right now. With his own performance, right? Like, it's not that he's inting or anything, but he's not even close to his spring performance. Like, he doesn't look all that comfortable on these newer or different champions. It's just not the same. And Carrier is... Carrier is now supporting someone who is not in form. That makes it so that we have like 2 players on the map who are like a bit impaired, right? Like, if Carrier was like on his own champion, right? If Carrier was on playmaking champion, okay. So Sejuani goes in. That's our tank, by the way, completely shredded, and that's another kill. And yeah. Our tank gets completely shredded and we can't even protect them with damage because there is no damage, and our carries are in no position to do any damage. Like, they can't step up because, well, there's a cask. They can't step up because Croco might ult. And, well, Prince movement speed. Clozer can dash into us. He's so strong. He has the stopwatch to protect himself if he really wants to go balls deep. Kale can just flash auto or flash R. Like, no one can even step in the direction of LiivSandbox. LiivSandbox has so much engage and lockdown, and now that they are ahead and T1 is like also behind, right? It's both things going on here. Like, we can't even punish the Kale here. Like, we used our ults and so on, but like, we can't do much. Oh, Faker goes in. We're moving on to Dove here. Oner, first time he used his ult, so we're getting another kill here. Yeah, we're lucky that the waves weren't really in position. Maybe that's why we did it. Hard to say, but hey, 2 kills. Doubled our kills. Okay, T1, now Baron has run out. It looks like we didn't lose a single turret with it. Zeus here getting attacked under turret. Cass comes in and our poor piggy has died. And like, they can just do that to us. Clozer dashes forward. And yeah, they pick up a kill, they pick up the turret. 1100 gold just into the pockets of LiivSandbox. Oh, flash in from Croco directly onto Gumayusi. Clozer also with the TP flank. Oner immediately blown up and Gumayusi. That was super weird. I need an instant replay of that. It looked like Gumayusi flashed but still died. Let's see this here. The hook. Oh. So Kael flash hooks for Carrier. Carrier flashes away and it hits Gumayusi. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know what to say. Kind of disastrous game. T1 like drafted something new with the Pantheon, which ended up meaning that Oner had nothing to do this game. Zeus also kinda left wondering what this Sejuani performance was. And then yeah, Faker and Guma trying their best. Like, they really were trying their best. Like, but the problem is, it was just like, these champions are not up to par to their counterparts in the earlier mid-game stages. And not to mention LiivSandbox massively aggressive and decisive gameplay here, punishing every overstep from T1. And what I'm even talking about with punishing, like, look at their buttons, man. Press R, 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 like pirates rushing into our faces and beating us up. LiivSandbox really messed up there. But what are we going to expect? This is the 3rd place team. LiivSandbox has been on a massive tear. Way more cleaner games than we had. But, my copium is still, T1 is sandbagging these games. They are locked 2nd place. There's nothing that can change that. No need to overwork yourself, get the burnout. the next few weeks are way more important. Get the world spots and then maybe get the summer title. All of this is not as important, right? Worlds is the thing that matters most. You need to get the worlds. We're more or less confirmed, right? There's a chance that it might not work out, but anyway. Let's move into the next game. And while we're still high on Copium, let's see, maybe T1 can get us high on a win. Okay, we're coming into game number 2. T1 now on blue side, easy win, right? Easy win, blue side T1. It looks a bit problematic, there are 5 AD carry bans. What is Gumayusi going to play? Are we going to see a first pick Philios or some shit like that? Anyway, let's move into the game. Maybe we see some spicy drafts, I'll let you know. Oh, is that a Swain? I just blanked for a second and oh. Swain being locked in. Issue is, Swain is really good if people run into you. Azir not really running into you. Azir's kinda decent against Swain. Okay, so T1, they put all the spices into this one. Jinx, something we haven't seen much after the nerfs. Haram Sejuani in the top side. Monkey, Wukong. Not so spicy, but Swain and Blitzcrank. To be honest, it really feels like T1 is... I don't know what to say. Like, is T1 just trying out new picks? We saw, what was it last time? Last time, yeah, we saw the Zac top lane. Now we had the jungle Pantheon. Now we get Blitzcrank and Swain back. Like, T1 is really trying out a lot of picks. And I don't know. Are we like, okay, they're trying out stuff before playoffs, before Worlds, great. Or are we, oh no, they don't even know what to play anymore. They're just picking random stuff to look smart. Because of obviously, if you didn't sleep on the rock, T1 is getting shit flamed online and in person for their recent performances. They're again driving with buses around T1 HQ, demanding our coaching staff to be fired. And yes, drafts have been all over the place. There were weeks this summer where it was like really good. Then next week, terrible. Obviously also the drafts at MSI, very questionable. But the problem is, we don't even know who is making these drafts. From comments from Oner, I believe, we know that Faker and Carrier are also contributing to the picks. So we can do whatever we want to the drafting, to the coaching staff. If the players themselves think these picks are correct, then that's not going to change anything. They want a coaching staff which has already won Worlds. We hired Danny and Zephyr, didn't work, horrible. We had Coach Kim, also didn't work. Now we have Bengi, who actually won Worlds. Fans are crazy, but I mean, I guess with results being as they are, maybe we're all getting a bit crazy. Okay, Faker here, about to be Dovin. He flashes away, but like there's not really anything to flash for. What was the idea of this flash play? Like he's stalling it out, but oh man. Like our win condition is Jinx. But Jinx is so easily fucked here by Liiv Sandbox. Cask can be launched from range. There's nothing T1 can do against that. The pillar. What is Jinx supposed to do? She has to flash if she gets pillared. And then, yeah, even our friend Azir. Sure, he's getting outranged normally, but like if he commits to the play, which he can because he has other damage threats in his AD carry position, he can go for her. It's just so disastrous. Like, Jinx is the only win condition, and even she is not in a great spot. T1 looking here for a fight around the top side. Dove misses his ult. Maybe that enables us to do something here. It looks like we're getting a kill and a flash. Very beautifully done. What is the opportunity cost for this? Farming XP in the mid lane and yeah, about that. It looks like we're also getting the Rift Herald, so that's actually a nice series of events there. Sadly, it's mostly due to a misplay on the Sandbox side. But hey, at least we punished the misplay. That's good. Okay, it looks like Liiv Sandbox is looking for a play here onto Gumayusi. And the sad thing is here, my friends, what is Carrier supposed to do here? Herald now also used mid lane. T1 using the mid lane pressure. Maybe we can translate it into the Drake, but yeah, like Croco here killed. Kale flashes over, tries to eat his friend, but not working out. So nice play and misplay here for T1. But I doubt we're going to get any. Oh wait, Zeus on a rotation here, locks down Clozer. He should burn down, and my internet again crashes. What are we going to do but slide our wrists? Ay. Okay, Clozer doesn't burn. Oh, okay, now he does. We get a couple of kills here. We can translate that into the Drake, hopefully. Okay, and Gumayusi is going down once more here. He even flashes. What the fuck? Oh my god, T1 is trolling. One after the other. Who is going to do damage in this fight? T1, hello. Who is going to do damage in this fight? Why are we acting like this is insane? It is 3 tanks trying to win a fight. Bruh. T1 is just absolutely running it. Like, what are they thinking? And here, look at this. Gumayusi is already dead. What are you flashing and healing for? And then Oner is like, oh yeah, I'm going to help. Like, he goes in. But the thing is, like, sure, like, Oner has some damage here at this point, but like, so what? You're in a 1v3. Carrier is not capable of doing anything ever. And then Faker is also like, yeah, like I'm not garbagely weak, but I'm also not a champion. And then Zeus is like, oh yeah, I'm a Sejuani, I'm a tank. So we have like, what are we actually doing? How are we thinking that this is an okay, whatever. Next fight here starts. Croco burns down, hopefully. Yes, very nice. Doesn't get the smite on the Rift Herald for the heal in the very last second. That would have been quite sad. So T1, we didn't saw the opening to that, but we can assume that maybe Carrier landed the hook. Maybe Zeus just ulted him into his face. Whatever happened, very nice. T1 gets the pick, gets Herald. Maybe we can get some gold. Again, remember, we need wonders to happen in this game here. Carrier moves forward, flash hook onto Kale. We're diving the turret. I mean, Gumayusi at least is in a position to hit. Prince also low, but again, it's a dive. And the turret aggro completely messes over, just like this internet is messing over me recording today. For fuck's sakes. So yeah, here, we see the fight. Like, yes, Prince is low. Kale eats him. Everything looks good. But Gumayusi has turret aggro. Gumayusi got turret aggro. And then Dov is capable of killing him. And then again, Gumayusi is dead. We lose everyone. An absolute fuck up. An absolute... How does Gumayusi in this dive get turret aggro? He gets 2 stacked up turret shots, nearly death immediately, and then gets killed by the tank. Here we see the start to this team fight here. Yeah, it's just straight up ulting Croco. Follow up with the Jinx Rocket. Very beautiful. And then obviously, yeah, Liiv Sandbox is not capable of really engaging all too freely into him. And here, this looks great. It looks absolutely great. T1 gets the hook onto Kale. We have 2 options here. Let me pause. We either burst down the turret. It is very low HP, doesn't have plates or anything. So relatively easy to take down. Gumayusi here in a great position though to free fire. And Faker next to Prince. So I understand taking the team fight is understandable approach. But look at this. Gumayusi gets the turret aggro that has been stacked up, I think, by Oner. 1 shot, nearly half HP. The other one, he goes down to a 3rd or 4th HP. Dov just gets him the bop and he dies immediately. That's all our consistent DPS gone. Again, also the turret does so much damage throughout this. We are still at like level 10, level 11. We are not that tanky yet. Look again at Gumayushi's. Okay, we can't see it. Like obviously here, the execution from the Liiv Sandbox bot lane duo. Like I'm not going to say that they like didn't play well, but T1 was absolutely in a position to win this team fight, to perform better. Okay, we see another fight here. T1 again looks routed. Carrier and Zeus are bound to die immediately, and yeah, Prince now giga fat. Ay. Like Prince is now so strong, and he has a Tamkench, as Tamkench has also nice tools here. It looks like we're going to get a pick onto Kroko, but Kaya just sits there with the R. Prince now showed up, and that's just immediate kill. Faker also disappears from the face of the earth here any second now. Like he nearly got away, and like yeah, we get a pick onto Clozer, but so what? We can't even stay around to kill him. We can't even stay around to kill him because the threat of Prince is so massive. Ay. Okay, yeah, Liiv Sandbox trying to finally put us to rest. They're starting up the Baron. T1 will move into the dark. We're going to get absolutely bamboozled here. So Dove should be a target here. Nope, he just gets away. And Clozer routes us up. Not only are they ahead, not only do they outdraft us, now they also are making a highlight montage with us. Oh my god. Really. We live in a world where Liiv Sandbox is just 2-0ing us all. Look! Gumayushi, like he can play this game called League of Legends, but it's just so sad. Like he just gets ignited to death there. The disrespect. Like our players have hands, but it's just we're never in any position to actually do anything. And then we're also kind of silly. 23-minute stomp, 7:21 here. Oh my god, okay, 8:21 if that kill registers. Oh my, not a moment in this series, not a single moment in these two games where like it was close, where like it was like, oh yeah, we're going to win. Like yeah, just believe. Game number 1, there was some copium that, yeah, maybe, yeah, okay, yeah, there, like, yeah, maybe. If played better, then maybe. Like game 1 was the more winnable one, game 2 was just absolutely nothing. And T1 tries out more and more random picks. It continues to not work out. Again, the only copium that I have is T1 is not really even trying. But look at their faces, it doesn't look like it. And also, what kind of competitive player would go out there and say, okay, we're not even going to really try. We're going to try out random picks. We're going to scrim on stage. If that is what they're going for, then okay. But I don't believe that. Like, I hope, but I don't believe it. Otherwise, it's just so weird. We're picking random champions, playing really headless. The draft's getting like kinda worse, even excluding the random solo queue picks. Heads up to Liiv Sandbox, like what is this resurgence? Look at them, good for them. And it's wild. They 2-0'd down 1 Kia, I believe. Now they 2-0'd us. Looking good for them. They're poised to be one of the teams going to Worlds for the LCK. We are going to face down 1 Kia in a couple of days. And then we're going to have a short break till playoffs. We are again still locked second place. It doesn't matter what we do, second place is locked. And with that, we're going to get a bunch of playoff points. Like again, it's really hard for us to miss Worlds at this point. But we're not locked for Worlds. And with these performances, even if we go to Worlds, it will be really tough. But let's take it one step at a time. Let's recover from today. Let's face down 1 Kia next time. Hopefully with a better performance. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Stay safe and see you then.